Alright, and from the cliffhanger I left all of us off on, we were just about to start the investigation on like talking about the mafia in Crossbell and stuff like that. Because like earlier we settled a gang fight dispute or thing, or a dispute between two gangs, I mean. Or not settled, but like pacified them for the time being. And it wasn't us like doing anything, it was the leaders that came and like, hey, what the heck are you guys doing? Just stop. And it's like, okay. And meanwhile us like, hey, like, you guys are police officers, you guys don't look like it. You guys look like a whole bunch of rookies. And you know, us not getting the respect we deserve. I mean, not like, I mean, we didn't really do much, to be honest. I mean, we don't have much respect going for us, but come on. It's like day 2 on the job when like we're being given a bad rap from all sides. Like the two gangs in Crossbell so far, the common citizenry, hecking Grace, the news article writer who keeps writing like. Actually, wait. Was slander? There's like a specific definition on like the types of lies people do. Like when you say something or write something, or wait, was there a slander and libel? I forget. Actually, I forget. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna look on dictionary because my vocabulary is bad. Slanderment, malicious, false, defamatory statement or report. Now, wait, what's libel? A defamation by written or printed words, pictures, or in any form other than spoken words or gestures. Oh, okay, okay. So libel is like the written form of defamation and stuff like that. You must have been listening to Game OSTs, but trying to play something at this point. You think you got Suikoden 3 to 5 sorted out? Hey, nice. Alright, let's start this. Oh, actually, start the meeting. Okay, hold on. No, not there. Was it there? Check the notebook. So we did all of our stuff. We also had the hidden quest for Michael's test, which I completely forgot about. But thanks Neolic for reminding me. Because he did say, oh, come back later and I have a little thing for you guys to do. I was like, oh, cool. And then fast forward a bit later, I was like, what? But yeah, okay, yeah, I don't think we have any loose ends to tie up. We did all that before I ended the stream last night. Let's see, first off, we should review all of our info that's relevant to the case. Hey, there's the board. The incident took place around midnight, 5 days ago. Members of both the Saber Viper... Oh, what? Holy crap, there was an ant on me. God. Oh my god. Ugh. Hold on. Oh, I need to wash my hands. Oh my god. God damn it, dude. I was wondering like why there's like a tingling feeling on my neck, because like every now and then, like, you know that like random feeling you get now and then when you get that like tingling on like some random part and like you just kind of scratch it, rub it or scratch it a little bit. No, there's an actual ant on my neck. I'm like, god damn it. I hate this house, dude. I fucking hate it sometimes. Because like when I was kind of like rubbing my neck just to get that feeling off, I was like, wait, why is there an extra bump that I'm not supposed to feel. And then I look at my hand and I rolled up and I'm like, fuck, god damn it, dude. What a way to start the night. Well, at least I got it now. God damn. Okay, members of both the Saber Vipers and Testaments were ambushed by an unknown assailant, possibly a group of assailants. However, the attacks occurred at two different locations in the city's downtown district. Here and here. Also, if you don't mind the clattering sound from my spoon and stuff. I want to finish this tea so it doesn't get cold. So there, near the Testament side, and right in front of the Saber Vipers door? Huh. The Testament's member was attacked in the... I don't know why I keep... it's not like I'm jumbling up my words, but I keep like stopping. Come on. The Testament's member was attacked in the alleyway to the west. And the Saber Viper got messed up in front of Ignis, which is towards the east. In other words, the attacks happened at opposite ends of the area. Exactly. By doing so, it made it hard for both groups to learn what happened to the other. And that leads us to the present, where each group blames the other for the members' injuries. Yeah. The only answer that makes sense is that there was a third party involved. Unless both groups rehearse their accounts, chances of either group being responsible for attacking the other are pretty slim. Agreed. Based on the evidence so far, it's safe to assume the attacks were the work of some third party. All we can do now is consider all the possibilities and rule out the ones that don't seem feasible. But you already have an idea who that third party might be, don't you, Lloyd? I do. They're the ones in control of Crossbow's criminal underbelly. The notorious Mafia, Revash & Co. According to the intel Grace shared with us, someone spotted mafiosos snooping around the downtown district a few weeks ago. Unfortunately, we don't have time to verify the credibility of that. However, let's assume that Revash was responsible for both attacks and continue our conversation. Well, that just brings us to the next question. What was their motive? Bingo. The answer to that is crucial. If we can't answer that, we're all the way back to square one. So it comes down to motive. There's hardly any conflict of interest between the Mafia and the two gangs. There must be a line that connects the three dots together. And once again, you already have an idea of what that is, don't you? Well, I can't say with absolute certainty, of course. I think there's one thing that uses these three factors. Probably, hey you. The only realistic possibility that comes to mind is Heyu. Oh right, our grizzly friend mentioned him, didn't he? That definitely feels like the most likely possibility for now. In that case though, what about Heyu connects these three? In order to be connected, there has to be some sort of inevitability. For example, was it this connection with Heyu that made the attacks against the two gangs unavoidable? Yeah, that would explain some things. Oh? What you thinking, bud? Well, about that possibility Tio mentioned. What do you think Revash would do if they found out Heyu was trying to establish a foothold in Crossbow? Well, I imagine they'd look to expand their combat capabilities. Recruit more people or upgrade their weaponry, you know? Revash should have no problems getting new weapons, given their known smuggling operations. But how do they go about recruiting people? Good question. Normally you'd hire Jaegers, but that's unlikely in Crossbow's case, given the constant surveillance put on us by neighboring countries. So as long as the non-aggression pact stands, Erebonia and Calvard would never overlook the involvement of Jaegers. The two Diet factions representing them would likely react the exact same way too. Oh, that's it! Lloyd, could the Mafia be recruiting the gang members? Hot-blooded, and more or less disciplined. Can't think of a more perfect pool of candidates to beef up the Mafia's presence in the city. Then again, they can't just barge in and choose whoever they like now, can they? Of course not. I mean, they can never see, I can never see Whoaaaaa cooperating with the Mafia. I would doubt Wall would bow down to authority either, be it from Whoaaaaa or the CPD. It's clear that he is not the type of person that would allow others to boss him around. So, Whoaaaaa realizes this and plots to weaken the two gangs, intending to swoop in later and bag the remaining members. Hell, that must be it. Remember, this is still nothing more than a theory. All we've done is bring together the facts and try to make some sense of them. Oh, look at you, being all modest. I think that your analysis of the situation isn't too far off from the truth, Lloyd. Your reasoning was sound and logical. You certainly proved that you acing the detective exam was no fluke. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. It's decided. Our next move should be to explain our theory to those two. What don't to those two, don't you think? Those two? Hey, you don't mean? I sure do. Wild Whales and Whoaaaaa Hemisphere, the leaders of the Saber Vipers and the Testaments. Oh man. Oh, is this actually? Oh damn! I thought for a second we were like going to chapter 1 for some reason. I was like, wait, we didn't resolve this. Whoops. Sorry for the constant clattering. Let's see, Station Street, near where the construction materials are stored. Asking me to come here alone in the middle of the night. What do these cops think they're up to? Huh. I wonder if that train's important in any way. Is that the last train bound for Calvard? Yes, I believe it was. Whoaaaaa? Good evening, Wall. What a beautiful night to bathe in the mystic moonlight, wouldn't you agree? Oh, this is rich. You pretended to be one of the CPD pipsqueaks to catch me off guard? You must think you're so damn clever. Fine, bring it on, pretty boy. You want to fight? Because I'm more than happy to give you one. Let's end this. You know I'm always up for a bit of late-night wrestling. But alas, I am but a mere guest at this rendezvous. The hell does that mean? You'll see soon. They just arrived. You punks again? Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. Oh no, it's a pleasure to be here. So, what's this fun anecdote you promised to share with us? I'm not sure if fun is the right word, but you'll at least find it interesting. Ready for me to start? Hold the phone. Anecdotes? Fun? What the hell are you two going on about? Oh, Wall, you're such a simpleton. What did you... Surely you remember the incidents that occurred 5 nights ago. They're here to tell us who the culprit was, obviously. The culprit? What do you mean? Impressive deduction, Whoaaaaa. I assume you already had your own suspicions? Well, at first I thought that one of my members may have gone a little cuckoo. But as I started to sort things out, I realized something was off about the whole situation. This goes for the Saber Viper side as well. Sadly, that's as far as my reasoning could take me. Well, that simplifies the explanation a bit. Wild Whales? I know there's still gaps in our theory, but still, would you listen to what we found so far? Fine. Keep it short. Waste a minute of my time and I'll bash that baby face of yours in. And that's what we've come to with the information on hand. Any thoughts? Oh. My, how unexpected. To think that we've played right into the Mafia's hands. Does that mean... You agree with Lloyd's theory? But of course. After all, Whoaaaaa sent some of their agents to visit us already. They asked us to work for them, promising us the moon and stars for our service. Needless to say, I immediately turned them down and sent them on their merry way. Well, that's good to hear. And that settles that side then. So, Wall, were you also tempted into collaboration with the Mafia? Yeah, about a month ago. They were acting all high and mighty, so I decided to show them what real strength looked like, and sent them packing real fast. Can't believe they actually had the balls to pull a fast one on me like this. Wazzy, I'm postponing our duel. First, I gotta warm up by crushing the smug mugs of those mobsters. Wait, you can't. Such a short temper. Calm down, Wall. Acting recklessly would just lead to... The last time was merely a jest, but you really are a simpleton. Say that again. You know perfectly well that you don't stand a chance against the Mafia on your own. Just imagine it, the leader of the Saber Vipers, while whales waltzing into the Mafia's sights like a pig to slaughter. You have no chance. Oh, shut it, right? We don't know what'll happen until we try. Maybe you could survive. What about your poor little Vipers? Can they catch bullets with their teeth? What do you propose we do then, your bony wise ass? You really expect me to sit here and swallow the shame of having our men hurt like that? Huh? Huh, of course I won't. Or of course I don't. It's likely just a handful of mafiosos were involved in this particular scheme. I say we give them a crash course on how us guys in the downtown district operate. Come the final exam, they'll realize exactly who they're messing with. I'll require your help though, Wall. You need my help? Oh, hold on, you two. What are you planning? If you do anything to break the law... Oh, relax. You'll be playing the teacher's assistants after all. We're gonna be doing what now? Isn't it your responsibility to resolve the conflict brewing in the downtown district? I claim that it makes it your obligation to properly educate the Mafia into leaving everyone down there alone. For good. Do correct me if I'm wrong, Lloyd. Well... What exactly is Wazzy talking about? I don't quite understand either. Sounds like to me he's just taking advantage of poor Lloyd. Remember, it was you who bothered to call us out here and share your grand theory. Isn't it only natural to see this case through? Wazzy! 3 days have passed since. The confrontation between the rival gangs has fortunately died down. The downtown district has been enveloped by a tranquil atmosphere, an atmosphere so peaceful that it has become uncomfortable. Then... Oh. Huh. It's way too quiet around here. Went through all that effort, and those dumbasses still haven't torn each other apart. Heh, don't you worry. Those guys are doused in gasoline at this point. One small spark and everything will be up in flames. Those morons won't even know what hit them. All we gotta do is beat the crap out of an underling or two, then we're good to go. As soon as you see one, kick his ass. And for your own sake, you better not get caught. Hey Lum, thank you for the Twitch Prime. Sorry. Ugh. I still feel like I need to wake myself up right now. Use a slingshot for a Viper and just bash one of those Testament guys from behind. Got it. Huh. Let the hunt begin, boys. Oh! Yeah! One tiny blue bunny down. What a pathetic piece of trash. We don't got time to waste. How about you rough him up a little bit? Just be sure not to kill him. Business is business. Hope you don't hold a grudge against us. As if I'd let you. What? What the hell? Man, I'm a little bit shocked. I really didn't think we'd get you to fall for the bait this easily. Who the hell is this guy? To tell you the truth, I'd be fine with cuffing you and taking you down to the precinct already. But I'm not sure how the force will feel about using a sting operation as evidence. I'll have to let you go this time. Oh crap, don't tell me this guy's with... He's a cop? Huh, not to worry boys, he's just a special helper. Dude, are you serious? How the hell did they fall for this? Lloyd's prediction was impeccable. Are you alright, Lloyd? Yeah, I'm fine. Putting that shock absorbing pad under my hoop was definitely a good call, though. Damn it. If the boss finds out that we blew a cover like this... Well then, gentlemen, that raises the question. What will be your next move? Surrender peacefully now, and I may be merciful toward your misdeeds. Or would you prefer us to hunt you down? That may prove entertaining. Damn! Quick, split up! Hey, hold on! Two of you, come with me. Wazzy? Hey, hold on a second. Crap. What should we do, Lloyd? Okay, so one person I call will go with me, I think, and the other two go with Wazzy. Let's call Ellie. Come with me, Ellie. Randy, Teo, I'll leave the other group to you. Understood. Leave it to me, pal. Damn it, I can't believe those little brats from the police are involved. We need to contact headquarters and request backup. Hold on. We screwed up the plan, man. What if the boss gets a whiff of this? Damn. Doesn't matter. Anyway, we should at least... Did you think you could get away so easily? What? When'd they get here? Checkmate. Yeah, that was easy enough. The ball's in Lloyd's and Ellie's court now. Damn, those morons. I don't got much choice now. We have to go from the back. Damn, they got ops. Huh, a valiant effort, but no dice. How'd you catch up? Jump for it. And with that, they've cornered themselves. Ooh, that was quite the wild goose chase, wasn't it? Ah. Sorry to disappoint, but your cute little game of hide-and-seek is over. Surely you realize your best option is to surrender now? Look at you goddamn brats. Where do you get off being so cocky? Now I see what happens when you force professionals to get serious. Better hope you live to regret it. Get ready, guys. Looks like they're itching for a fight. I don't think we have much other choice. I can continue to count on your support, right, Lloyd? Funnily enough, I almost said the same thing. Let's do this. They're coming. Phantom Rush? Restrains the enemy and... Huh. Deadly Heaven? Yo, I want to see that. Oh my god. First things first, though. We gotta battle scope him. I gotta buy more battle scopes later. Ooh, they hurt a little bit though. Oh, yeah, Soul Blur. Take care of this guy first. Actually. What? Oh, for god damn it! My goddamn no KO. But no KO run. Fuck. Are you serious? It did that much damage. Are you fucking serious? Damn, okay, I gotta call Tio then. Oh, that fucking sucks. I didn't think it'd do 360 damage. Like, I thought she'd be put down to like 10 health and then I can S-break, or yeah, S-break. Ah. Yeah, this is gonna be a little bit annoying to restart all the way from the start of the meeting. Because like the main reason, actually, wait, I should actually take Randy probably. Because he's a little bit more tanky and his AoE S-break should be in range to get the both of them. And then I can I think I can use Whoaaaaa to give Forte to Randy. Use why was my right click working there? That's weird. But yeah, then use Randy to S-break after taking the Forte buff. Or actually, did I forget to mention Lloyd? Yeah, use Lloyd to push the machete guy. That, or I just be more careful with I should be more careful with Ellie. Okay. He takes some damage, but yeah, I'm not really in range to like even hit him to begin with, so. Ooh, nice dodge. So wait, let me check the range on the Gale. Yeah, okay. Bro, that's so much damage. He died from the burn. Hey, got the stun. Oh shit! Yeah, man, burn does a lot of damage. Oh wait. I forgot to scan the other guy. Oh my god. I mean, I don't think they're unique enemies. If I'm pretty sure we're gonna raid the Mafia HQ and then find the other Mafia members. I'm pretty sure we can just find them. I don't want to. Oh, for fuck's sake. I hate myself sometimes. Like, I just hate... I hate, Monster Encyclopedia, like, completion... or... completion achievements, man. But I wish there was an easier way to scan. Or, I don't know. You damn kids. Whatever, I'm sure we'll find them. Ooh, there were no pushovers, that's for sure. That dude was using some fancy-looking military-grade firearm. I bet a mirror or two was made in Erbonia. Sounds like they managed to smuggle it past the borders then. By the way, Lloyd, I must say, that was quite the performance you put on. The dramatic confrontation and fall. It looked so real it had me on the edge of my seat. Well, your plan didn't give me much of a choice, did it? I wasn't about to let anyone else be the bane of putting themselves in harm's way. Yeah, why else would you volunteer for the role of bait so easily? You're a real softy, you know? Look how easily you let yourself get used. But, sorry about that. That's the heart of nature of yours is sure to cause problems in the future. Although I don't necessarily find that part of you to be a turnoff. Huh? Well, anyway. I was able to exact my revenge, and it was all thanks to your help. I look forward to any future alliances we may hold. You cocky little... Where do you get off running your mouth like that? Now you've done it, you stupid sons of bitches. From this day on, you've made an enemy of Revash. You damn rookies will rue the day. All the DIE members are on our payroll. Don't think you'll get away scot-free. Is that what you think? What? Looks like you haven't taken your lesson to heart yet. New plan. I'm gonna hang you dumbasses upside down like a bunch of punching bags, and then beat the absolute piss out of you. Please. Hold on a minute. They're already defenseless. There's no need. No need to worry. You can leave the rest to us. Well, try not to get too carried away, okay? They're self-proclaimed professionals, after all. Beating them to a pulp will only put a damper on their career. Whatever. How about this, boys? Why don't we keep this friendly little spat to ourselves? I know pros like yourselves will want your bosses to find out that you got your asses handed to you by a bunch of rookie cops, even while taking them seriously. Such a pathetic report won't go for well now, would it? Get bent, asshole. You be too arrogant if we're taking it seriously. Ooh, what's this? Now I'm no lawyer, but it's probably in your best interest to bow out. Ooh, Grace, with the photo. Grace? What are you doing here? Tee, I've been keeping my eyes peeled for my favorite new rookies these past few days. And much to my expectations, what an absolute feast of information you've given me. Boy, oh boy, I'm dying to write up a riveting tale in my next article about this unlikely operation. Why you? You're just some bitch from the puny news agency. You think you can take Revesh on, huh? Well, our circumstances are more complicated than I care for, so I won't reveal your names. However, if you bad boys are caught pulling another stunt like this again, I can't promise that your group's going to be able to bail you out. Fine, whatever. We'll be going now. But if you don't keep your word, lady... You don't worry your pretty little head about that. To be fair, you're the ones that should be worrying about keeping your promises. Wouldn't want to be in hot water, would we? Cross the line again and a little birdie told me that the bracers might come get you. What? The bracers? Just a little FYI, Arios was strongly considering taking over this case. Naturally, being the grand bracer he is, he was totally up to his neck in requests, so he figured he'd leave it in your guys' hands this time. Is that true? He's keeping tabs on us, eh? That appears to be the case. Oh, hell no! As if we ever be moronic enough to make an enemy of Arios McLean. There's no point in staying in this dump any longer. We're out of here. Oh boy, Arios McLean, the divine blade of wind. I've heard my fair share about his exploits, but I didn't think the name alone would be enough to send the Mafia packing. Just hearing his name is enough to piss me off. Screw it, show's over, boys. Get your asses moving, we're leaving. Yeah! I must say, I couldn't have done it without your help. Or would mission accomplished be more appropriate for you? Yeah, I suppose so. Though I guess our original mission was only to stop the initial fight. Anyway, you shouldn't have a reason to fight with Wald anymore, right? What are you going on about now? What? Whether the Mafia is involved or not, it's not like our relations with the Saber Vipers are going to change overnight. We're still going to view each other as a blight on our territory. That won't change. Sure, there probably won't be another large conflict between us for a while, but our regular scuffles are bound to continue, no doubt about that. Hold on now. If you don't want our future fights to get out of hand, you're more than welcome to stop by and intervene when the time comes. Perhaps you could even join in on our amicable little disputes. I'd welcome you with loving arms. More like a loving fist to the face. I don't get the impression that he's joking in the slightest. Well then, I wish you sweet dreams, everyone. Let us return, Abbas. Our crusade has ended. Let us withdraw. Yes, sir. What, one moment? Oh, okay. I had to chug down the rest of that. Oh, wait, where can I leave? Oh, I'll just put this in the same place. Like, my cup's tall enough that it's, like, blocking the bottom left corner of my monitor. Hey, Neil Luke. How you doing? What an incorrigible group of men. Leave 'em be. They're just a bunch of hot-headed dudes ready for a fight. Nothing you can really do about it. For once, you might be right. More importantly, we've successfully resolved our mission. Isn't that right, Lloyd? Yeah, for sure. Still, I can't shake the feeling that this was a hollow victory. That discomfort probably stems from the fact that you rookies once again had to rely on somebody else to finish the job. How was that? Did I nail it? Can we just tell her off already? No, that's not. Boo, you're so petty. There's nothing wrong with accepting a little help in times like these. How else are you supposed to get the full picture? Only once you've understood this, you can truly call yourself a detective. Just like your brother. Guy? Well, it's time for me to head on home now. I gotta go exfoliate. You'd be surprised how much work how much I work to keep my skin this flawless. Anyway, nighty-night. Yo, Lloyd, your brother must have been one hell of a dude. Judging from what I've heard, it sounds like he was a talented individual. You could say that. There aren't a whole lot of people that would outrank him when it comes to persistence and efficiency on the job. At any rate, our mission is accomplished. Let's return to the annex and give Chief Sergei our report. There's a plus 15 affection to the member I choose for the chase. Okay, we're going back after this cutscene. We're going back and I'm turning up the turbo mode. I think I get the picture. I guess you guys did pretty okay for a bunch of rookies. Seems like you put your heads together and scrape by somehow. Yeah, that's right. That's a compliment, right? Surely you must have caught a glimpse of it during this case. The thorny, problematic side of Crossbell. Well... Yep, it's definitely a pain in the ass. Crossbell's a seedy underbelly. A cold, cruel reality made possible by the corruption of its leadership. Aptly put. The CPD isn't filled to the brim with a bunch of losers, you know. While some idiots decide to trade dignity for bribes, most of our detectives have self-respect and work with a strict code of justice. However, they're often stopped by certain barriers. For example, the politicians who degrade themselves by making deals with the Mafia for money and power. So how about it, Lloyd? Want to pack your bags, turn in the badge, and become a bracer? No, sir. These barriers are the reason the Special Support Section was established, right? The music stopped. Oh? Protect civilians above all else. The Bracer's code is admirable, but it has its own limitations. Some problems can't be solved by that alone. Smuggling, and illegal arms dealing, the sale of stolen goods, and mirror laundering, and the collusion of Mafia and officials. They're all problems that lie outside the Bracer's jurisdiction. He's got a point. So even the supporting gauntlet still has its limitations. However, as police officers, we have the power to right these wrongs. Despite the countless barriers standing in our way, the possibility of getting over them isn't zero. He's right. We, as the SSS, can create possibilities that others can change, create possibilities others can for real change in Crossbell. That's what you're trying to say, isn't it? Yeah, but hopefully not being too optimistic. I do think that reality is not as simple as you make it out to be. However, I agree that the possibility is never zero. Take a look at this guy, would you? Dealing with the head of the delinquent group, volunteering his bait to lure out the Mafia? How can a guy look so calm and collected yet act so hot-blooded underneath? I'm not really sure if hot-blooded is the right term, Randy. Still, working with everyone helped me realize this. While it's true that we're still inexperienced, as long as we stick together, no matter how high they may be, there isn't a single barrier we can't overcome. Lloyd. Huh, I'm at a loss for words. A bit too cheesy for my liking. You don't have to laugh that hard, Chief. Although I suppose I'm being too idealistic again, right? Well, I'm sure this won't be too bad. While it's true that the idea of the SSS was initially met with opposition and resistance, you guys can use this division however you see fit. Chief, sure I might not be able to directly bail you out of trouble, but if you end up pulling some crazy stunt and take off HQ, I can at least toss you a bone and cover for you guys. I appreciate it, Chief. So you're going the laissez-faire route, are you? Jeez, I get I get what you're gunning for, but aren't you a bit too chill for this, Chief? About this, Chief? In other words, our Chief is trying to evade any messes we may throw his way. Huh, that's what's called a veteran experience. Will the SSS be a pale imitation of the Bracer Guild, or will it transform into something new entirely? I, for one, am going to kick back with a cigarette and watch the fireworks. God damn it, dude. Hey, bonus DP. Plus 11, goddamn. Yeah, we were playing that. Let's see, looks like you had another rough month. Keep up the good work. It's fine. I'm used to it already. What happened to you, Luke? Did I miss out on some DP from that? Oh no, you're saying? Oh god. Anyway, I'll be counting on you for the payment again. Sure thing, I'll transfer to you via the IBC. We are particularly, or partially responsible that given that I signed your request, but actually, you know what? The perfect DP for Prologue should be 41. Are you serious?